Wasn't March lovely? Bit of snowy travel chaos, bit of rising global political tensions, but hey, at least it ended in chocolate, right? Luckily, modern humanity's favourite distraction, our phones, will always be here for us. Speaking of which, there were some very nice phone announcements this month from some of the world's top names, and here are the best of them. Huawei's latest flagships, the P20 and P20 Pro, were launched in Paris at the end of this month, ooh la la, and gave us our first official look at the handset. Design-wise, Huawei has opted for an iPhone X-like notch at the top of the display, which is brave because that will give Apple fanboys even more practice shouting plagiarism at any device without a fruit stamped on it. The P20 will feature dual camera lenses, but the real star is the P20 Pro's 40 megapixel triple camera setup, developed in partnership with high-end German camera company Leica. The P20 Pro has also been reported to feature 960 FPS slow motion video, which frankly spanks many existing phones on the market. Next up, we have the Samsung Galaxy S9 and S9 Plus. Samsung's latest Galaxy model has been called out for not being wildly different from the S8 model. It's up to you if there's really anything wrong with that. I mean, do any new phones these days really have that much more to offer than their last generation? We're at the point where making your face into an emoji is potentially the best reason to buy the latest model of your phone. You can expect all the usual Samsung brilliance here, like curved glass edges and Quad HD Super AMO LED screens, and for the peasants like me among us, that means that your HD Netflix package will look gorgeous at any brightness and your carefully selected wallpapers will look super crisp. Nice. The camera is a huge selling point on this phone. I won't bore you with the specs, but it's touted as one of the best smartphone cameras on the market right now. Mashable, for instance, loves it, saying that the Samsung Galaxy S9 changes the game of mobile photography. TechCrunch also praises the phone's camera, going as far to say that it will wean you off of using DSLRs. Now that is a bold statement. Wonder how Huawei's Leica-developed camera is going to compare against that. Now the last phone we have for you is a bit of a curveball, and that's the Xiaomi Mi Mix 2S. Now if you're watching from the UK, you'd be forgiven for not knowing really a damn thing about Xiaomi as a smartphone brand. They don't officially sell their phones here, so they don't advertise here either. If you want one, you will have to go through a Chinese importer. However, they're actually one of the largest phone brands in the world. They're just 5th behind Samsung, Apple, Huawei and Lenovo. Now that is a line to pull out at the next pub quiz. This phone is basically all screen and it comes in at a sexy 5.99 inches, which is no doubt helped by the removal of any borders around the front face of the phone. The phone does have 256 gigabytes of internal storage. Now that's enough to fit every single episode of Friends on there twice with 70 gigabytes of wiggle room. That makes the wiggle room bigger than an entire Samsung Galaxy S9 at 64 gigabytes, which if you ask me is incredibly impressive. That's all on our mobile roundup for this month. If you think we've missed any impressive phones, or if you've got something to tell us about the phones that we've mentioned today, then do let us know in the comments below. See you next month.